Once upon a time, when the stars touched the peaks of castles and rivers sparkled under the moonlight, there was a small village nestled between the hills. In that village lived a poor but brave boy named Salar. Every day he worked hard, cutting wood, carrying water, yet his heart longed for something beyond his ordinary world, a hidden magical land beyond the horizon. One silent blue night, while sitting beside the river, lost in thought, Salar noticed something glimmering in the water. He stepped closer and saw a glowing blue bottle floating with the current. He picked it up carefully, and as soon as he opened the lid, a soft whisper echoed, "Free me. Follow the light." Startled, Salar watched as a beam of blue light emerged from the bottle, forming a thin line that pointed deep into the forest. Without hesitation, Salar packed his small bag, took his mother's blessing, and followed the glowing trail into the forest. The path was not easy. He climbed mountains, crossed rivers, and faced creatures he had only heard of in bedtime tales. One day he met a talking wolf who said, "If your heart is true, I will help you cross this dangerous river." The wolf wagged his tail, creating a wooden bridge for him. The next day he met a golden deer who whispered, "The path of a pure heart always shines on its own." That night a smoky serpent slithered through the fog and hissed, "Turn back, boy! This road will destroy you." But Salar raised the blue bottle toward the serpent, its light spread across the darkness, and the serpent vanished into mist. Every trial made Salar's courage stronger and his faith brighter. After a long journey, Salar finally reached a castle of silver and blue, shining like a dream in the middle of the forest. Its towers touched the clouds, golden flowers were carved on its gates, and every window glowed with soft blue light. Inside, everything was silent, yet the air carried a strange fragrance. At a long table sat a young woman, her hair wild as fire and her eyes bright as lightning. "Who are you?" Salar asked. She sighed. "I was once the guardian of this castle, but now I am its prisoner. I misused my power and trapped a fairy. Since that day, this castle has become my cage." Salar sat across from her. On the table were an old magic lamp and empty bowls. They talked for hours about pain, loneliness, and destiny. For the first time, Salar realized that sometimes sorrow can make a soul beautiful. Night deepened. Moonlight poured through the castle windows. Salar placed the blue bottle on the table, and it began to glow again. From within it rose a soft light, forming the delicate figure of a fairy. Her wings were broken, yet her face was calm and kind. The girl gasped, "This is the fairy I imprisoned." The fairy smiled gently and said, "My freedom lies not in your power, but in the purity of another's heart." Salar stepped forward, placed his hand on the bottle, and closed his eyes. Suddenly, the whole castle was flooded with blue light. Thunder echoed, the wind howled, and then everything changed. The fairy's wings shimmered again, spreading golden light. The girl's face softened, peace returning to her eyes. "You have freed us, Salar," the fairy said. "There is no greed in you, only faith." The girl smiled. "My castle will no longer be a prison, it will become a house of light. I will guard it forever." The fairy placed her glowing hand on Salar's head. "True magic doesn't come from power, it comes from intention." The castle lifted into the sky, shining like a blue star. Salar returned to his village. People didn't believe his story, but they saw the light in his eyes, the light of truth. And every night, when the blue moon rose high, villagers would whisper,